Hello, welcome to Brick All Stars Lego Investing Project. My name is Donnie, and today is the first episode of the Brick All Stars Lego Investing channel. What is this channel about? Lego investing, and it's about actually me restarting something that I had gotten into about 4 years ago, I'd say. Well, this is the very first set I bought right here, okay? And I just held on to them, bought a couple of them, and we've just held on to them and put them away, and happy to see that pretty much everything that I purchased has like doubled and tripled in value, okay? So it just reaffirmed my idea about what Lego investing could be and what it actually already was, and I just wanted to confirm it for myself. But after seeing the data, seeing the information, seeing the returns, even though I haven't sold anything actually, but just seeing the value and seeing what things are going for on Amazon, I know that this can be a very viable way to make money. And also, if you go online, you can research a lot of different Lego investors, and you can see the money that they've made. So definitely, it's going to be something that I'm going to be jumping into full force, because I think I have a natural knack for Lego investing. So why would I say that? Well, one, based on, like I said, I've invested in a few sets, a couple years ago. Like I said, this was my very first set, but I invested in a few sets, and all the sets that I invested in are doing very well. Like, they've all doubled and tripled in value, and that's typical for a lot of Lego sets. Well, actually, let me take that back. It's not typical for all Lego sets, but it's typical for, like I said, it's typical for a lot of Lego sets to double and triple in value, only a couple years later. So, knowing that information, and also, kind of understanding that I have a natural knack for this, I believe. I'm gonna jump into a full force. But again, the reason that I do feel like I have a natural knack for the Lego investing is because I'm a diehard Star Wars fan. Diehard. I just love Star Wars, and we all remember the nostalgia when we were younger. If you're around my age, 70s, 80s, born in the late 70s, early 80s. You're going to remember how Star Wars felt, and remember all those different scenes and the music that went with them. So again, when I bought, pieces that were Star Wars affiliated Lego pieces, then I kind of knew, based on a little bit of research, which I never can do enough research, but based on the research I did, based on what I knew about Star Wars, everything I picked did well. Star Wars does well, so Star Wars is pretty safe, but everything I picked did well. So, but there were some things, there were some misses there, definitely some misses, some things I could have invested in that didn't. But seeing everything and seeing the whole picture, with my knack and understanding of Star Wars, and also the research that's involved. The research is easy. Everything is there. The numbers are there for you. What did it cost when it first came out? What is the set valued at now? I mean, there's graphs and stuff. You can pay money to see how, the progression exactly. For me, I really just need to know, just jumping in, I need to know what it sold for at first and what it's selling for now, and then how long it took to get there. And all that information is there. So based on my natural knack, based on the research that can be done, I really am excited to jump into Lego investing full force, and I want to basically document kind of like what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be documenting a lot of the Lego hauls that I bring in. We'll be doing updates on different pieces that I own or different pieces that I have in the inventory. And, when we start selling, then we'll go there. I have a different philosophy. Like, there are many different ways to sell Legos on YouTube. I mean, definitely many different ways to sell. There are many different ways to sell Legos online, or sell them as far as like how long to hold on to them and when to sell them. You can go online and find all that stuff as far as, how to flip and when to flip. And, as I said, I'm new to this, but at the end of the day, like, if you are good with numbers, which I'm good with numbers, and if you can just basically do the equations in your head, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can obviously flip stuff faster for faster returns, for less ROI, which is return on investment, or you can hold on to those pieces for longer and have those pieces be even more valuable and flip them later. There's a lot that goes into each way of doing it. Okay, I am settling on how I'm going to do it, but the thing is this: everything is fluid. And for me, when I do anything, it's going to be there's going to be fluidity there, right? So, especially since I'm new to this, I have kind of a roadmap in my mind, but we basically have to go down that. We have to walk that yellow brick road, no pun intended, brick. We have to walk down that road first and kind of see how different things hit, see how, react to different things. When certain things in the market happen, what do? When we see certain sets go up and down that we didn't think were going to go up, or sets that we knew were going to go up that didn't, whatever, we have to react. So I like to, before I finalize my plan, I need some more experience. I have an idea of how I want to go right now, but that could change. That could definitely change when new information arises. But as of right now, my plan, regardless, would still work. It's solid, and we're definitely gonna take that journey with the plan I currently have in place. And then as days go by, or as months and years go by, the plan can change, or we may adjust it, or may decide to stay with it. But this is just day one. This is just the first day, or the start, the beginning of this investment journey. I definitely wanted to document all of it, bring you guys along for the ride, especially because I'm sure I can get a lot of great information from a lot of you. Again, I'm new at this, so we're gonna be learning on the go, but at the same time, it's numbers. It's numbers. So there's learning, but there's also a lot of knowing as far as how numbers, I mean, if you can do addition, if you can do subtraction, that when you pay $100 for something and then 2-3 years later it's $300, that you made a good return. So that's what we're going to try to do as much as possible. That's the goal, is just for every 100 make 3, or for every 100 make, bring in 200. That's what we're trying to do. That's the goal. That's my goal initially. That's not everyone's goal. I know a lot of people flip faster. I'm not about the quick money at all. We'll just put it like that. Strategies will, I'm sure, change. Strategies will adjust. But right now, the strategy I'm using does not involve quick money, does not involve quick sale whatsoever. So if anything, my strategy will become quicker. But as of right now, we are looking more long term. But anyway, I appreciate anybody who came on to watch this. I'll be putting up a lot of content when I get new stuff, when I get new Lego hauls, or when I bring in some new products, or when I maybe talk about like one I bought and see what you guys think. Again, I didn't really talk too much about myself, other than I'm getting into Lego investing. I will just say this, I'm a collector at heart. I started off in baseball cards and football cards and things like that, and I have tons of comics as well. And as we know, a lot of those baseball cards and stuff from my era aren't worth that much. So it's kind of disheartening. It kind of turned me off from collecting and everything like that. But the love for collecting has always been there. And when I kind of got when I was turned on to Legos, it really opened my eye. It got those collective juices really flowing, because these are, I think, as far as collections go, collecting things, this brings so much more value than a comic book, or especially a card. A comic book you can at least read, but a baseball card, a football card, it's literally just nothing you can do with it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that can be done. It doesn't look good. It doesn't, it just sits it just sits somewhere, stored, and you can pass it around and people can say, oh, I have this. But these, I think these look amazing in the box, and I think they look amazing outside the box. Oh gosh, these are beautiful. I think these are beautiful pieces for display. Whether you keep them displayed inside the box, obviously, if you take them out and build them, that's the best. That's unbelievable. But I personally, being someone who collected comics and someone who collected sports cards, this is still better than either of those in the box. You know what I'm saying? Way better. Look at this. This is beautiful. All sides. This is a beautiful box. This is something beautiful that you can collect this. You can collect just the box and keep it in the box and be happy with that. And obviously what makes it a collectible is that it has value. It's valuable. So, that's what brought me into this is, just that collecting spirit. People have that. Some people like to collect things, some people don't. Some people, I've always had that in me, and it's just finding the right thing though. Obviously I don't want to collect things that aren't worth anything. That takes the fun out of collecting, I want to collect something that's valuable, that I have love for and passion for. And, Lego is just, to me, easily the best investment. Off of just the research I've done, off of the returns I've seen, it's easily the best investment. There's just so much, I just feel like there's just so much you can do with these Legos, as far as when it comes to collecting them and how you can display them, as opposed to any other collectible that I've been involved with when it comes to cards, comics, all that stuff. So it's just not close. It's for me, it's easy to really fall in love with these things. Again, Star Wars was part of my childhood. Star Wars is one of my favorite franchises that there is, and there's just no doubt that Star Wars done by Lego is just amazing. I think it's just amazing. I think it's beyond amazing, actually. I think it's awesome. It's just ridiculous. Can I find another adjective? Anyway, I just love them. I love Star Wars. I love, what Lego is doing and has done for a long time, and definitely getting into it now. So I appreciate anyone who came to see this very first episode. We're going to be going hard, jumping into this a lot, jumping into a lot of different sets, and hopefully I can get as much feedback from you guys as possible. Again, I appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and see you next episode.